I don't think I like that. Oh, Sent got too greedy by sending the worm, and they're punished to not be able to die. Okay, okay, it's a little better. Um, I don't, I don't know if I like a lot of the like lore implications of this playthrough. I find like a lot of like hope and inspiration from some of the other campaigns, Riv especially, which is like even as society has collapsed, the Slugcats still find a way to survive and make a difference. I find that like really inspiring and probably my favorite part of like the Rain World story is making a difference as a Slugcat, helping society progress and further along. That's part of the reason why I didn't enjoy the ending of Survivor and Monk is because it felt well, it was confusing and unsatisfactory that you just kind of disappeared. And then I learned that it's your character dying, but seeing their true desire before they die, which for me that feels a little pessimistic. Same with this one. I don't really like the solution to the question being to die, or in this case, I guess, ascend. I really like. I don't know. I love the I guess aspects of the game that show how stubborn life can be. It's one of the reasons why I found like some of the campaigns in this game to be really inspiring. Same as Look Outside. I made this comparison and rant in a previous stream. Is that I find the lore of this game inspiring, but with this, I don't know. It does like for me it undercuts a lot of the value I get from the story and makes it feel a lot more nihilist and pessimistic, which is that the solution is to die, which I don't really like the implications of that. Even if like enlightenment's like a little bit different from dying, I just I don't know. I think that's like part of why Riv is my favorite campaign from a lore perspective. Is the campaign is based around building Moon back up, repairing her, and helping her. Same with Hunter, even though I hated playing the Hunter campaign. I mean, Shrimp, I get that they're made to die and Saint did them a favor, but like I don't like that. You know? I I don't know. It feels like a mercy kill that isn't necessary. Cause I do see the Rain world as like survivable. for me, it feels like there's still some semblance of society left intact, even if they are to some extent animals. They do exhibit some form of intelligence. For me, it feels very fixable, and the Saint campaign revolving around just killing everything feels kind of like giving up to me. Okay, yeah, I like that analysis that the Saint got drunk on power, which is why it is broken because you're supposed to feel wrong. I do like that. Trip, I do agree. Immortality is a curse, but I don't know. It feels Saint campaign feels very destructive, whereas a lot of like pretty much every other campaign feels very constructive. Yeah, I am like clinging on to the idea that Saint isn't real. It's like a folklore or legend because from like a story perspective, I really don't like that campaign. It did like it did a good job of telling the story. It did a good job of conveying the emotion. I just don't like the story. It undercuts a lot of what I personally take away as the message. Okay, yeah. I do hope Saint is considered a dream. That like a dream, folklore, or legend, that works for me. I think if it is meant to be a story or a cautionary tale, either invented by or thought up by a slugcat, I do like that. I like Saint as a cautionary tale, but I do not like Saint as part of the story, I guess. Part of the like hope and enjoyment I get from the story is the concept that society always finds a way. And that's what a lot of the other slugcats demonstrate. The resilience of life. Saint just kind of cuts away from that. Like it's just not. I don't know. I do think I have to move Saint down to my least favorite playthrough. It doesn't fit my playstyle because I really enjoyed the combat. I I know that I can skip the credits. I'm having fun rambling and giving all my thoughts right now. Yeah, I think if we view Saint as a cautionary tale, a folklore, a legend. I think it does a really good job in that sense. So, assuming that it is folklore, I do like it. But from like a story perspective, I do not like the moral implications that come along with it. Also, um what's the right word? The playstyle of Saint doesn't really fit me very well because I'm someone who really enjoys the combat of this game, and Saint just doesn't have that. Okay, that art goes hard. I like that. I don't know. I Saint does a good job at telling the story. I just didn't like the story.